Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. I guess I have to talk about the Bob Woodward story, at least a little bit. God. Okay. So everyone's freaking out because Trump said to this reporter, Bob Woodward, back when the coronavirus was starting, oh, I want to keep it hush hush. I don't want to cause a panic. Everyone by now is probably familiar with the actual quotes. Now, I'm bothered by two things here. One is that we aren't actually talking about something else that was revealed to Bob Woodward that is arguably more distressing. And second of all, I'm bothered by the fact that this is coming as a surprise to anyone that Trump downplayed the pandemic and has thousands of lost American lives on his hands. We knew about this ages ago. We knew about this when the man was elected. We knew, those of us who had been paying attention to how this shyster had operated throughout his career, that it was going to be a goddamn shit show. And yet, for some reason, people keep acting surprised. Trump said something offensive? Trump did something offensive? Oh, look at the latest thing that Trump said or did that is so shocking. He's abandoning decorum and tradition and saying all these terrible things. It's not a fucking shock or a surprise, or at least it shouldn't be, especially not by now. The man has blood on his hands of poor Americans who have died from the virus. That's kind of just par for the course at this point for this guy. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have the right to be angry. Pretty much everyone has a right to be angry at the stuff Trump says and does on a daily basis. But this idea that this is somehow surprising and out of character is nonsensical. This is entirely within character for this guy to try and make himself look better, because that's what matters to Donald Trump. He is a textbook narcissist. That's why whenever he doesn't receive heaps of praise, he hates that. So when Fox News dares to point out, oh, we're going to offer just, a little sprinkling, just a little dash of criticism of President Trump, and he flips out and starts calling Fox News fake news and starts promoting his own personal propaganda network, OAN, or whatever the hell it is. And, I'm getting so tired of this notion that Trump is somehow, continuously shocking when it's kind of just, he's already sort of plateaued, but he's just running through various different terrible things that keep him on that plateau of just utter atrociousness. But there's another thing that seems to have gone under the radar of the Bob Woodward interview, which is where Trump admitted that, he boasted that there was this new secret weapon system. According to the book, I have built a weapon system that nobody's ever had in this country before, Trump apparently said. Woodward says other sources confirmed the information without providing further details, but expressed surprise that Trump disclosed it. Now, this is really concerning, not just because it's supposedly a new secret weapon system, but here's the thing. If this is the president of the United States who is supposed to be guarding secrets of, the military, the state, whoever it may be, if he is if he is just freely giving out this information to kind of boast or make himself look good and cool, and if he's giving this to reporters, imagine what he's inadvertently giving behind closed doors. Imagine what he's saying to diplomats, to foreign leaders, to other foreign dignitaries or military leaders, to reporters spies masquerading as reporters. Imagine what he says and admits to other people freely that should be state-guarded secrets. That's concerning. That makes America very weak and very vulnerable. But again, that's just kind of par for the course with Donald J. Trump. The man is concerning. He's an utter menace to the United States. And yet there's still going to be so many people who vote for him. And I think that at the end of the day, in spite of all this, in spite of the Bob Woodward revelation and Trump having blood on his hands, it's all kind of just par for the course. And him just freely divulging state secrets and classified military information, that is, again, concerning, but it's not surprising. Nothing that this guy does should surprise any of us anymore. And the fact that we're at that point and that there's still millions of people who would vote for this absolute menace who is just causing so much harm to America, that's what's bothering me today.